Hey, fellas. Well, this was a pleasant surprise. So earlier this morning, I mean, a Nintendo Direct Mini, any any stream just ran, which is now finally breaking the longest this time between the last Direct this past September, as I recall, all which has has more information on titles that are already coming later this year, here as well as near future, as well as some entirely new ones. So I'm gonna be just talking about what's being up to the order, as I usually do when I do these reaction thoughts videos. So let's just get the big ones out of the way first. Like, so now we know the next fighter header in Smash is going to be from ARMS. ARMS is already a fun game on top of having a free trial version. There's going to be an hey, it's going to be a bit longer than expected. It's going to be coming out in June, which is fine by me. I want to opt into the whole thing before then. And but due to this outbreak, development and has actually been slowed down, if not already put on hold for now. Which I don't have a problem with, to be honest. Given how whenever people can, they're working remotely. Yeah, but some stuff is kind of closely protected. On that note, as far as I know, oh the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra expands Pokemon Sword and Shield is still on track to launch. I guess maybe development a bit further than I expected. And in spite of what other people are claiming, I think it's merely filling the same role as the usual third version, sequels, or ultra versions previous games have had. While the Crown Tundra still has many secrets to be unveiled, I really like how they're approaching the Mr. Mustard as well as the new gym leaders of Clara and Avery, and yes, I guess they're responding to them pretty nicely if there's already had a very candid art of them out there. Get your mind out of the gutter. These games are rated E. I mean, so I also really like some of the new does, like the martial arts outfit, like getting more of Leon's Gears DLC, and also the new special moves like Roller Booms, G Max Boo reminds me of the Heavy Cinderace reminds me of the Demo Man, and of course, Inteleon, actually been pronouncing that wrong, I've been pronouncing Inteleon for this time. Reminds me of the sniper. Professional have standards. I mean, and I like the idea, especially in regards to Cub Fu being given to you. You actually go through the trials to get to its fall from Urshifu. Like, you can only choose one in each I'm gonna go through. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go through the trial of darkness in Sword and the trial of Waters and Shield. Just so you know, I've already opted in on all that. Yep. There's also more info on Ninjala. I saw that unveiled at Halo 83 last year here, and I'm looking forward to her to see more of that. It's apparently going to be an eShop game only, and more on the Panzer Dragoon remake. Hey, because I always appreciate it. I just hope it's really good because I'm glad they're getting a lot of people back to work on this. If it does well enough, hopefully we'll also get the sequel, as well as maybe Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is really hard to find, but it's really good. I mean, Star Wars Jedi Academy, is a pleasant surprise, as is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. A lot of which being one of my favorite N64 games. Whether or not they'll have the expansion pack support built in like with Doom, I welcome it. I mean, so we've also got other ones like the 2K collections of Borderlands, Bioshock, and even XCOM. Also, I think hopefully they'll run all right. I mean, I can't really imagine Bioshock running worse than the infamous this iPhone port for the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I've loved the iPhones I've worked with so far, but that's the reason why I don't really go beyond something as complex as some of the Sega collection games or some of the other ones that are made specifically more mobile. I mean, I'm not gonna go going betrayal over the XCOM reboot like some other people I know, or used to know rather. I mean, it's how I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. If they don't make some tweaks to help attract modern players as well as existing ones, and if I'm being totally honest, I'd also be playing Pong. But at the same time, it is tricky to try and innovate without alienating any existing fan base. It's been you need to keep things perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Sorry about that. And don't really care about Xenoblade Bravely Default 2, who, but Burnout Paradise. I definitely hope that works out on the platform, given how it's a very fun game on other ones. And it's been. I definitely kind of like the whole series for being a racing game would actually rewards you for crashing, especially the other players. Whereas in, I always like those games more than their competitors are flat out but that's just me personally. Not really much else on the new Zelda or Metroid Prime, which is fine by me. He don't want to blow his stat too early, and you want to stay safe in this current environment. And so, I'm also kind of glad that these digital presentations may be the norm in this current situation, especially with E3 getting canned. And so whatever society's going to look like after this is over, I cannot say for certain. All I can say is that it's going to be different. I definitely don't really dwell on everything else going on right now, but I have plenty more planned from here, and on top of what I already mentioned, another clue about some of the other ones I'm working on, that both movies that I'm going to be talking about were bombs, were opened and for some of the worst numbers in those amount of theaters they did, and which by my count accounts only a couple of people were screening at best. On top of my next Clone Wars vlog tomorrow, also going to be doing my first viewing thoughts on Frozen 2. I'm going to be pushing back my look at the original Mulan. I'm also moving closer to when the remake comes out. So, anyway, that's all I have to say for now. I'm going to be going to free trial hours by the time you see this, and I'll talk to you all later.